Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure and a privilege to convey this welcome message to all of you regarding the Hypertension Summit 2024, which is going to be held in Goa, July 19th, 20th and 21st. As many of you know, Hypertension Summit is probably the most comprehensive meeting on hypertension in South Asia. People who have attended the meeting have always found it to be extremely useful and also very high caliber in terms of science and practical application. This year's Hypertension Summit is a little bit more special because it is done in cooperation with European Society of Hypertension. So the Hypertension Summit 2024 is similar to stating European Society of Hypertension comes to India. It's a major collaboration we have, and the impact of this meeting is going to be quite profound in terms of preventing cardiovascular complications in our country due to high blood pressure. This year's Hypertension Summit, as the previous summits, has a wide array of topics covering every single aspect of high blood pressure. In fact, the entire length, breadth and depth of hypertension is going to be covered in the Hypertension Summit for the benefit of clinicians. So it's an academic program, state-of-the-art program, but tailored to meet the needs of practicing physicians and also subspecialists. We have selected topics that are current, that are important, and that are critical to diagnose and to treat hypertension in your clinical practice. We are going to discuss the epidemiology, the public health consequences, the pathophysiology, evaluation, assessment and treatment of patients with elevated blood pressure. The faculty is truly outstanding, not only from Europe, but also from our own country. Each faculty member has contributed immensely to the current understanding of cardiovascular disease management in the country. In addition to formal speakers, we have scientific governors, we have scientific scholars, and we have scientific panelists who will further embolden and strengthen the scientific caliber of the program. When I looked at it, I'm really very happy that we are able to assemble such a wonderful program in terms of the science and practical utility to the practicing doctors in India so that their patients can benefit as a result of the deliberations of the Hypertension Summit 2024, July 19th, 20th and 21st in Goa. So I would urge all of you to come well prepared for the program, and there is sufficient time for panel discussion, for questions and answers at the end of each session. So I hope that the audience will participate with same enthusiasm as they have done in the past, because the success of Hypertension Summit is totally dependent on the level and the intensity of the participation by all the delegates. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would request you to kindly assist and help me to make the program very useful and successful by your sincere participation and by your sense of inquiry, by your sense of deliberation, and importantly, all for the benefit of the patients that you and I treat who have elevated blood pressure. One more thing I want to mention before I conclude. This year at the Hypertension Summit, we are having the presence of the leadership of Cardiological Society of India, the leadership of the Indian Society of Hypertension, the leadership of Asian Pacific Congress of Hypertension, Asian Pacific Society of Hypertension, and the leadership of the World Hypertension League. All the senior leaders from this organization are going to be at the Hypertension Summit. So I feel that you're in to have a great treat on hypertension, all aspects of hypertension. The entire 3D aspects of hypertension will be discussed. And once you complete your participation, you will feel that you are a little bit more better equipped to deal on prevention of cardiovascular disease, prevention of chronic kidney disease, prevention of cerebrovascular disease in the community by successful treatment of hypertension and early diagnosis of hypertension. So, ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to welcoming you at the Hypertension Summit 2024, and together we will have one of the best meetings on the science and art of managing hypertension in clinical practice. I again look forward to seeing you, and let me thank you in advance for the time that you're taking to attend this important conference. Thank you.